Lincoln just got back from Delaware, and so I had to go pick him up. So if you're hopping on, let me know you're here. I'd love to see who's hanging out with us tonight. Let me move this a little bit without giving away. I gotta put these up here so nobody can see them yet. Right there. I'm just gonna get started really quickly. I'm sorry it's taking me a second. There we go. Get the comments pulled up. You know, I have a phone holder and I sell them and I can never find it. So So what's everybody up to? Hi, Stacy. How are you? Okay, so I think we're good now. I can't find my phone holder. I bet you, like, Paige takes everything of mine, and then I can never find it. So it's whatever. So yeah. All right. So last time I was live, I know it's been like 2 weeks. So it's just been crazy. The summer has gone by so quickly. I cannot complain, honestly. So it's been pretty busy. But yeah, so like Fair Week's coming up. It's actually this week. So the rest of this week I've got stuff going on. So it's just been crazy. Getting ready because Paige signed up for a bunch of crafting projects. So hi, hop on in and say hi. I'd love to see who's here. So she signed up for a bunch of crafting projects, and of course I had to help her with them. So it's just been crazy, but it's all right. It's all almost over. All right, so last time I was live, I tried to do a snow globe acrylic blank with using this glue, and it didn't go well. It didn't go well because literally what this glue does is it becomes acrylic and it attaches it to itself. So you could see it. I use this for my Stanley toppers, which is perfect because you're not seeing through that. There's no clear and you don't want to see the snow globe. So I wanted to try it and see how it went. It was a disaster. So I'm going to do it my regular way tonight so you guys could see that, and then we can go ahead and put it in the Tumbler charm that we're doing. But then we're also going to be working on some pretty cool stuff tonight. So I got lots planned. Sorry, I forgot to share this one, please. All right. Oops. It all disappeared. There we go. Uh-oh, somehow I paused it. Hi, Cindy. Is it frozen for you guys? Hopefully it's not. Hi, Carol. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with our acrylic blanks, and then I'll show you the glitter flight for this month because it's super amazing. It's fall themed, so I was really happy with how it turned out. And I custom mixed everything, so I'm kind of biased. But yeah, so what if you guys weren't here 2 weeks ago when I was live? Sorry, Paige was down here and like all my stuff is moved and it's driving me nuts. We started on our 3D print or Tumbler charm that has the snow globe heart that goes in the middle of it. So we glittered the outside, and so tonight we're going to do the heart piece that goes inside of this. So I'm going to walk you through the steps on how to do that. But we also have a lot of fun other things to do as well. So first things first, I'm just going to take my heart like this and pop off the paper backing. Oops. My piece is coming off. Hi, Chelsea. Okay, so I like to leave my paper backing on until the very last minute because I don't want to take a chance of getting stuff on my acrylic side that's gonna mess it up. So I'm gonna leave it on as much as possible, and I'm just gonna sand the top. So I was working on tutorials earlier, and of course, as soon as I sit down to do something, I forgot that I don't have any more gloves, so I had to go buy gloves today. And of course, it was just, I swear, it's just always something, huh? Always something. My eyes are bothering me. I don't know if you guys can tell. All right. So I'm going to use UV resin, like what we talked about last time, and I just mentioned. Sigma, I am a Christian, so I'm unapologetically Christian. I don't know why that matters, but I am. All right, so I'm just going to take my UV resin. I'm just going to pop a little bit in there. There we go. And I'm trying to, oh, there's my light. I was like, I know I have my light somewhere. Oh, so I sanded my acrylic blank, and then I'm going to get one of my, hi Lynn, how are you doing? I'm going to get one of my little piece, like precision tip applicators, and then I'm just going to dip this into the UV resin and just make an outline on the heart. So just where I want it to go. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I don't know if I can zoom in, but you're going to want to do a healthy coat. And just go around the very edge of the acrylic blank. That's awesome. I'm so glad when you guys come and pop in and say hi. It really does make my day. I know a bunch of people watch and they don't ever say anything, which is fine. I'm glad you're here. But I always like seeing not faces, but seeing repeats. So I'm just going to go around here. And I forgot to leave a space for where the hole is, which isn't a big deal. I could leave it. Actually, I probably am just going to leave it just because it doesn't matter. But I'm going to set my UV to the side. There we go. And I'm going to peel one side of my acrylic blank. Okay. All right. So I'm going to turn my light on. And I'm just going to flip down the side that has the paper removed. and just kind of let it seal. You're gonna see it seal, you're gonna see it just kind of lay down on itself. And then I like just to kind of move it around and get it into place where I like it. And one thing I like, it's a little kind of hack that I do, is I'll put this up like this and I'll push the two edges or the two pieces together using the straight edge of my blade, and it makes sure I can get things lined up. All right, it's looking good. Okay, so I'm just gonna hit this really quickly, again, not touching that other stuff over there, with a light, and kind of tack it down a little bit. And you're probably like, well, there's paper. How is it going to get through it? It does. It's just because it's clear. It's going through the sides. Just like that. All right, so I'm just going to turn this off for a second. And it's not quite glued down, but that's okay. But then this is when I like to kind of come through and clean up the edges. So if there's any like glue or resin, whatever you're using, but the resin works better, I just take my X-Acto knife and see how I'm just kind of running and cleaning up that edge. So I'm gonna get off any excess, because then what we're gonna do is when we go in to decorate this, we can check for leaks, and then we don't have it fully decorated before we remove any of the excess. So I'm just gonna kind of come in like this. So that's just getting any of that off. Now, it's not as important with this because it's going to be going into the tumbler charm, so this is going to be hidden. But this is just the best practice that I do when I'm either doing keychains or anything like that, is as I'm going through, I'm removing any of the excess beforehand. So when I do get into like the final layers of my design or decorated piece, I don't have to try and remove the resin and then I mess up my design. Okay. So there we go. So you guys can see just like how it's fused. So there's the hole right there where we're gonna put the solution in, but we're not there yet. Okay. So now I'm gonna take off this piece of the paper on top of the middle section, okay? So the charm is 3 pieces. It's gonna go like this, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start to fill this with the pretties that I want inside of it. I found that it's easier to do it this way versus trying to shove glitter in there when it's already all 3 pieces, especially if you're doing like clay pieces or shaker pieces. You don't want to have to try and push it through the hole. So I'm gonna do strawberry, sparkling strawberry rosé on this, and I'm just gonna kind of come in and open this up so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. It's got a lot of really pretty color to it. And who doesn't love pink? I mean, I love pink. I'm gonna use tweezers so it doesn't get everywhere, because this is overly full. This isn't gonna work. Where's my little spoon? Why did my daughter put an actual spoon in my... I'm just gonna use a palette knife. That's way too much. Hold on. I just got it all in my hair. I'm gonna take a shower after this. Oh well. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of put... I don't know if I want to do this one. I'm gonna change my mind, because this has got a lot of iridescent in it, which makes it sparkle really well, but for a snow globe, it's not always what you want. I'm going to come in with blushing bouquet and use And this has got stars in it, so it's going to be fun. I don't have a sifter. It's just there's a lot of fine in this. Sorry about that noise. I'm trying to think where one of my sifters are. Because I just used one the other day. Oh, here comes Nick. Oh, literally, I was like, I know I have one. It's right here. I was like, here we go. Okay, so if you haven't taken a snow globe class with me or anything like that, hi, Miss Wendy. I was wondering where you guys were. One of the things I highly recommend doing when you're doing any kind of snow globe is getting rid of the fine glitter in there, because it can clump. It's just not very cute. Sorry, I'm just trying to blow that off. And so I like to really remove a lot of that. So I'll just get, like, this is from the Dollar Tree. It's just a sifter, or I don't know what else it's called, but I just kind of go like this, and it removes a lot of those smaller pieces. I'm just glad you're well enough to make dinner. That's really what I'm excited about. So if you watch, it's just removing a lot of that fine out of there. Now, if you're doing an ombre or anything like that, you want that fine because it's going to fill in all the pieces. But for what we're doing, we don't want it. Oh, I missed you too. Okay, so we've got a lot of that out. So do you guys see the difference now, how it's just the chunky pieces? All right. So I'm going to come in like this now, and so it's just those chunky pieces, and dump it into that shaker. So that's exactly what we're looking for. I'm gonna get some more stars because there's some stars here on the top. Hi, Carrie. Well, I'm glad you're here. And actually, I put a little too much in there, so I'm gonna kind of pull it out. So this glitter mix, if you didn't get the glitter flight that this came in, has pink and gold stars in it. So I thought it was really nice for this, because it's going to be floating around on our little cup. So I'm just going to come in and just wipe off the rim. Okay, so I'm going to come like this because we don't want it to interfere, hi honey, with any of the UV that we're going to put down. Okay, so we're going to put that there. So I'm going to set this to the side, and then I'm just going to dump that back out. And you're taking such a little amount out of the glitter, it's not going to impact the mix. So I don't want you to think that, oh, I'm going to mess up your glitter mix. No, you're not. You're going to be fine. So, okay, so we're going to put that there. All right. So now that we have this done, again, I'm just going to wipe off that top part of the UV blank, or the acrylic blank, and then I'm going to pull off the back of this. And then we're just going to sand the edges so we get some good adhesion with the glue or the resin. So I just kind of use the edge just like this. Okay. So we got that all good and ready to go. And then I am going to pop the top off just so we can really make sure that all the UV resin is cured. So I'm just going to kind of come like this. And pull it off. Now, you're going to see some scratch marks, but it's going to go away when we fill it with the solution. Okay? So there's that and that. So here is my UV resin right here. So I'm just going to go around the edge just like I did before and put a nice helping of the UV around the edge. Carrie, yes. Like, not, I feel like you do because it's roughing up that surface and giving the UV resin something to stick to versus having something that's super slick and it just slides off. So I prefer to sand it because there's been times when I haven't and they just pop apart. Like they'll just hit something and pop apart really simply. Now this is going into like the housing of the Tumbler charm, so it's not going to be as bad, but I just prefer to sand just so it does have like a rough surface to bond to versus just going straight in with on a smooth surface. But you might find that the smooth surface works for you. This is just how I do it. All right. Okay, so I got that really nice and coated. I'm not seeing any gaps in it. And that's one of the reasons why I like using this. Good, I'm glad. Because I can really tell where it's going versus, gotta make sure to get the sanded side. Versus when you just use like a bottle. I have a big bottle, so it's a little bit different and I can't control it as much. So this is how I prefer to do it. So I'm just gonna come in and just lay it down. And you'll see, again, that seal form with the UV resin. So I'm gonna tap it down. And I got a piece of glitter right where I don't want it. So I'm gonna just get that out real fast. Hi, Miss Robin. All right. So it looks like we have it nice and in place. So I'm just gonna hit the light, make sure that's out of the way. And just hit it with the light and then we'll move to the next step. Do you guys have any questions up to this point? Cindy, have you seen some of the pranks between those two? You guys are gonna be so proud of me. My turner's running. It hasn't been turning in forever. Oh, Wendy, you'll get there. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So you can see our little piece. Okay, well, we'll have to bring it in. So there's the hole, but you can see it just kind of, Tammy, you're here. You can see how it's gonna come together. So I'm just gonna come in here now and remove the backing. Okay. And then this is the part that I don't know if you guys have seen me struggle with before. So we have this little piece right here and it's got a ton of glitter in it, but it's to help with getting your acrylic blanks closed. So you see, you just put it there with the hole up the top. And then I have my solution in this precision tip bottle right here. Okay. So I got like just like this. So I just come in here. And we're going to fill Daddy, he's calling you. Okay, so we're going to fill it just a little bit like that. And we're going to check it for leaks. Okay. So I just kind of rub my fingers around the edge to see there's a leak up here. I can feel it. Oh, thank you, Robin. So that's why we don't completely fill it, and then that's why I leave this over here. So I'm going to grab some of this, and then you just take your applicator. I got a little bit too much on there. And just smooth out the UV resin. So I'm going to move the water that's in there away. I'm just going to go in like that. I guess I shouldn't have turned this off. I don't know why I did. And we're just going to lock it in. So now I'm just going to feel around the edge again and see if there are any other leaks. And I like to use a glove because you can see if there's any kind of moisture on there. Not seeing any there. Now let's go on this side. And we're good there. Okay, so now that we know that we're all sealed up and good to go, it's time to fill this up and lock it in, okay? So again, I'm just going to come in with the solution. And I'm going to fill it the rest of the way up. And I'm just going to leave a little bit of a hole, okay? So again, I'm just going to check it for leaks. You can't be too careful. See if there's anything popping up, and it's not. And then I just like to put my finger over the hole right there, and I'm going to shake it just to make sure that there's no air locked around that glitter. So, Cindy, we used to sell our own solution, but now you can grab it at Vinyl Fun for Everyone. Stephanie with Vinyl Fun sells it now, and it's the exact same solution, and so I really like it. It's just, we have some stuff in the works right now, and it fit more with what she was doing. I'll grab a paper towel really fast. Hello. But for this, they have a couple different solutions. I like to use Fast AF because you get that movement that you're looking for. Because I only put a little bit of glitter in there because I don't want it so full that you can't see the movement. So I'm just going to fill this just a little bit more. So you can see there's just a tiny little air bubble in there, and that's so I can get the movement that I want. And in case the solution expands with heat or anything like that, it's not going to pop, okay? So I'm going to put that just like that, and then we're going to come back in with our UV resin, okay? And so this is when you kind of have to move a little fast. You like the glitter on my eyebrow. And I'm just going to do a dollop of daisy right over that hole. There we go. And pop the UV resin on it. So I'm just gonna, and we got it. All right, so now we can shake it up, and you can see that the glitter just falls just like that. Yes, he is. I was a little bit late. It was because he came home, so he's upstairs right now. But look at that. So see, you guys can do this. All right. So now what we're going to do is we have our tumbler charm. And so I'm just going to pop it. It's going to want me. Right, and oh, I got the little dollop of daisies all messed up right there. Let me. Oh, my pastor just texted me. Actually, I'm going to sand this down. Oh, I will. I might see if Nick can bring him down here. So he can at least say hi. All right. It's still hitting right here. Hello, how are you? Oops. Oh, that's where it's heading. It's gone, thank goodness. Yeah, it's been... It's just barely not wanting to go. And I'm too big of a chicken to push it in. Like, it fits. Where's Nicholas? See, it wants to go. I'm just scared to push it in there. I'm just going to sand around the edges and see if it's because I didn't get it lined up right or not. But it shouldn't matter. Hi, Kent. Like, it feels lined up. I just don't know why it's not. I think I just have a little bit too much UV resin on the edge. Oh, there it goes. Hey! He came down here and then he disappeared.
What?
Come here.
What? You said hey, and I didn't even have the door all the way open.
Why won't that go in?
I don't know.
You designed it.
You get glitter. I think it's because you got glitter all up in the edge.
All right, so while he's working on that, do you guys want to see the glitter flight for this month? Because it's a good one.
Okay. Yeah, you got glitter.
Oh, I got glitter in the. Okay, I got resin in the top of it. So, all right.
You got messy.
I know, I always get messy. This is like other music on. Yes. Okay. All right. So this one was fall themed. I know I don't tell you guys that. Do you guys want to know the theme ahead of time? Well, this one's fall themed. Man, my hands are sweating. I got my heater on to try and make this. Let me turn my heater off. Hold that. It's like 104 here, but I have my heater on to try and dry my epoxy faster. But we're gonna turn that off. All right. So this one is still available on the website. I think I only have a couple left. So if you want one, go and grab them because it's an amazing deal. You get a really big. I think you get over a 35% discount if you buy it this way. And these are all colors that I personally mix. So it's not like I just order these straight from a supplier. These are all hand mixed. So I'm the one mixing them. I'm moi. Okay. So I'm going to start with, again, I'm going to kind of work my way up to the cool stuff. Okay. So this is a color that I feel like I needed. We did have, that's the wrong one. We did have, electric honeybee, but this one is just like a little bit more golden. Okay, so it's a typical, it's like a new gold. So I'm going to take this off. It's called electric amber old fashioned, but it's a really pretty amber gold. It's definitely more on the warmer tones. So I'll show it to you in the bag. But there's like copper in there. There's a little bit of like a light brown. And I know you can't really see it that well. I'm gonna pour it into the jar. But I'm pretty excited. Okay. Oops. And also, if you're not a fan of holographic, like the Tequila Honeybee, this one doesn't have any holographic in it. All right, so let me get this. So you can really see the depth of that color. It's not just a single gold. It's got a lot of, I think there's 4 or 5 different colors in this one. So this one's called Electric Amber Old Fashioned. Out. So that's kind of like the least exciting, but I still think it's pretty awesome. I know, especially like if you're doing like a fall leaves cup, if you're doing a honey drip, it's a really, really pretty color. So I like that one. So sticking with that same kind of color scheme. So we're sticking with kind of the, all right, I know I grabbed jars. Oh, here they are. I was like, I know I grabbed jars for this and I couldn't find them. But this is more like, again, fall leaves colors. So this one is called Spiced Maple Bourbon Fizz. And you can kind of see that it's definitely got some reds in there. So Wendy, you should be happy with this. Some oranges and some gold tones. So I'm really happy with this one. So let me pour it into the jar. And this is like a mini chunky. So you're not going to get those really, really chunky pieces. But it's still full of color. So let me show you that one. So there you go. I wonder if you can see those colors coming through. But it's got some yellow tones into it, the oranges and the reds to make it a really, really pretty autumn color. So that is the second one. one? That's right. I'll find it later. I'll put that. Okay. All right. So the next one up, I have 2 bags because I've got the partials, is, yeah, it really, really does. It's called Grasshopper. So what this is inspired off of, and this one coordinates with the 2 other ones that we have, is I was thinking of the color of Frankenstein. So the color of Frankenstein isn't like super neon. It's kind of off, got a little bit more neutral to it. So this is called Grasshopper. And I really like this one. It's got some gold undertones. There's some iridescent in it, so it's really, really going to sparkle, but it's got the metallic in it as well. Actually, I might just take and put that one in stock. But it's got some deeper green tones to it with some mediums and, of course, the iridescent. And this is an American-made glitter. So everything is American. I'm going to need that second bag. But you can see, so that is Grasshopper. And see how it's got a little bit of a gold undertone to it. You can see, I don't know why it's doing, the sides look like that, but. So that's Grasshopper. Let me put this other bag in there. I don't know if it's going to fit. So that was kind of like the fall, like leaf colors, because they always turn a little bit of that gold. But also Frankenstein. So. Oops. Did you see that save? There we go. Oh, see, I am a huge green person. But yeah, I tried to do something that's going to really give you a good color. Hello! There we go. So let me put the label on this one. Now comes kind of like the grand finale. And I don't know which one I like better, but I'm just going to go in the order that I mixed them. Okay, so that was Grasshopper. So this one is called Boozy Screamsicle, okay? So you can kind of see what that looks like in the bag. There's silvers, there's oranges, there's purples, blacks, and golds. So it's got a bunch going on. Hello, thank you for hopping on. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. So this is also an American made. So this is more of Halloween than the other 3, because the other 3 are more kind of versatile fall colors. This one's more, the last 2 are more Halloween for sure. So let me, and these are partial bags. I have the partial bags. You guys will get the full 2 ounces. But there you go. So see how that just captures the light. You can see all the different colors getting thrown there. So this is called Boozy Screamsicle. So to go with the Halloween type theme. And all of our glitters are named after like cocktails or mocktails. Naomi, I will show you in just a minute. So we're going to be working with these. So I put them on tumblers. You can put them on freshies. You can put them on all kinds of stuff. Okay. And then the last one I think is my favorite. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like this one. Okay. And so keeping with the Frankenstein theme, this one is called Frankenpunch. So let me put this on here. And you ready for this one? It's my favorite. So Cindy, you can eventually. You can't buy it for like at least 1 to 2 months afterwards because I do the release. So I do the mystery or the glitter flight, and then I'll release them individually afterwards. So, all right. So this is Franken Punch. So it's got some color shift in there, some purple, some black, and a bunch of different greens. But it's supposed to be Frankenstein themed. Okay. Nick said you could. This also looks like a St. Patrick's Day glitter. Let's see, I can see that. No, so you get them at CamiPaigeBoutique.com. I bought the glitter line from Drunk Flamingo, but now they're over on CamiPaigeBoutique.com. It's like the first thing on the homepage. It says July glitter flight, and then you can just grab it there. Hey Wendy, can you throw the link up in there since Nick's doing something? I don't know what he's doing. I think he's packing orders. So let me shake this up really fast. So look at Franken Punch. Do you see the colors in there? Again, this is American made, but it's got like the purple to green color shift. So that's where you're kind of getting that little bit of just change and reflection. So yeah, so that's my favorite one. I'm really, really obsessed with it. I haven't seen anything like that before, so I hope you guys like it. All right, so I know we're talking fall and Halloween, but we're gonna go Christmas now. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like those. So yeah, you can hop over to CamiPaigeBoutique.com. It's the it's right on the homepage. It says July glitter flights. And you can grab those, and those are going out to, tonight, and I'll drop them off at the post office tomorrow. So I think Nick's actually packing them up right now. But, like I just said, we are going to... Oh, the light got to us. I'm going to throw this out. Oh, thank you, Tammy. So, yeah. But we're going to switch over to Christmas. And I have a good reason for it. So, I don't know if many of you... I know. I just so the cup that we're gonna be working on, and I will definitely do Halloween next week. So top secret, we're having a big Halloween release next week. But this is a tutorial request that's been going on for this has been a tutorial request for like over a year. Oh, and also if you guys want Halloween, have you seen our tentacles? So I know some people were asking what you do with the glitter. So this is a cup. It's sanded. Oh, thank you, Robin. It's sanded, so it doesn't look fabulous at the moment, but your cup goes in there. And there you go. So that's, we can work on this tonight too. But I don't know if many of you guys have seen Robin's cup. So I did, we did a cup exchange for Christmas this past year. I will never do that again. But I gave away one of my favorite tumblers I've ever made. And because of Facebook deleting the footage and stuff, I don't have it anymore. Okay. So I'm going to record a new one, and we're going to do it a little bit different, just like we did with the turtles I'm going to pull off the turtle in just a minute. But we're going to start the Christmas tree tonight. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, great. Which I had the Christmas tree right here, but I don't know where it went. That's all right. I don't know if we'll actually get to the actual Christmas tree itself tonight, but because I set it here with this, which already has resin on it. I knew I had this. I told you guys I had this label, didn't I? Okay, so I wish there was a way for Robin to show her cup off so you guys could see what it was. There's resin on this. But if you guys haven't seen one of my light up tumblers, this is really going to bother me because I was so prepared because I have my cup right here ready to go. But the Christmas tree walked off. Unless I put it back there. No. No. And it's not going to make sense if you don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, well, it'll pop up in just a second. Okay, yeah, post over in the Facebook group so they can see what that looks like. I have pictures of it, too. This is really going to bother me because I printed one off specifically for this. Like, this is really going to bother me. I'm even like looking in my, because it still has the bottom on it that I had to pour. Oh well, so if you have one of our light up charms, yeah, Nick did probably move it. This is how you attach the battery pack to the bottom of it, okay? So I'm gonna take this apart. Because I've got like some 30, so if you guys want one of these Christmas trees, I've got like 4 or 5 30s ready to go and printed. Hey, do you see a Christmas tree, a light up one? I had one printed and it just like walked off.
A light, like a raw one?
A raw one because I was going to start it tonight. And I had it set.
What size you need?
It was 20 because I was going to start a 20.
You'll have to reseal that hole.
Oh, that's what I was worried about was that I just... It's not... Oh, it is leaking a little bit. Yeah, I might just use super glue to seal it up. Is it back there? Those are 30s up there. You did? I know I had it set to the side. So if you guys have ever used these, and if you're like, oh, I ran out of glue already, you haven't, honestly. You have to like pull this off. Of course, I just threw my UV resin away, and then I need more of it. This is just not my night. I was like all prepared and ready to go, and then this all... He did find it, Wendy. He did. He's playing with it right now. He's back there. Hi, Rita. You're what?
Preparing.
Oh, he's preparing it, he said. So it's going to take a little bit of this really fast. I'm good. I'm so glad you're here. Some of my favorite people are on here tonight. My hair looks really bad from the back right now. I gotta take a shower after this. we're gonna pop this off. Hello. Okay, so there we go. All right, so he fixed it now. He got stuff all over it.
Whoopsie.
I have it backwards now. Hello. It's all right, Sam. I understand. Now I got stuck in there. Man, at least you know I put that in there. There, got it. Okay. So there we go. You see? Now watch all the water come out and all the solution. Nope. All right. Oh, I haven't done that yet. I've got to do that. I'm like dreading it so much. So we'll get that on the cup next week, but that is good to go. All right. So if you guys have not seen one of our light up trees or light up cups, I'm going to show you guys how to start the process tonight. Okay. So what this is this is one of our tumbler charm, or this right here is a tumbler charm. I'm going to show you how this goes. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to attach this, but this is a battery pack. Okay. So it is a battery pack that you attach to the bottom of the cup, and I'm going to show you how to do that tonight. And then if you look at the back of the Christmas tree, what happens is that it slides right on to that tab right there, okay? And what that does is it allows for the battery pack for the lights, for the Christmas tree lights, to the wire to go up there without being seen, okay? So this is what we're going to be working on tonight, and we're going to start the process, okay? So I'm going to be doing this on, honey, your admin moderator skills are needed. So you can see how that kind of goes together, okay? So does that make any kind of sense? I'll show you. So again, we're going to attach it, and then this is going to slide into there, and it's going to allow the battery pack for the lights to go up there, okay? All right, so first things first, I have my 20 ounce ready to go. You guys nervous? You want to see this done? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to prep our tumbler. Okay. So you're going to want to take this the sticker off, and then we're going to just come in here with our sandpaper and just prep the surface and the butts, okay? There we go. All right, so now I'm just going to take some 99% alcohol. And wipe down all the stuff that we got off the cup, okay? So let's wipe the butt. there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to just take this, the bottom off, okay? And I'm just gonna make sure that I'm lining this up with the tumbler, okay? So I'm just gonna make sure that I've kind of got it in a good spot. Let's see if there's anything in here. And I'm just gonna go around the edge of the battery base, okay? So this is the 20-ounce battery base, and you want to, no, I'm not African American. I'm white. I'm a white American. So I'm going to come in like this and just go around this edge because we want it to adhere right here. So see how it's the top rim right there? That's where we want this to adhere. So I'm just going to use, you're fine, just this gel super glue and get it adhered to the cup. So I got in just a little bit right there. So I'm just going to come like this. All right, so you see how we got just enough of the glue on there. So now I'm just gonna come just like so and pop the bottom on. So I like to just kind of take my fingers and line it up like that, and then come like this and line it up like this. And I'm just gonna push it down and kind of feel around the edge. And make sure that it's nice and attached. So there you go. And now you're probably like, well, there's a gap right there. Well, I'm going to show you how to solve that problem. Okay. So I'm going to get this right here. And what I'm going to do is that the super glue is dry. So it's not dry, but it's cured. It's tacked into place. So I'm just going to come like this, and I'm going to do, it is a tumbler. So I'm going to come in and I'm just going to trim off literally, my scissors were just right here because I put them away. Oh well, we're just gonna, yes, I'm making a Christmas tumbler. So I'm gonna come in right up against that battery pack, or where that like piece is right there. So I'm gonna go up like that, and I'm just going to use tape to fill in that gap. Okay, so I'm gonna go just like this. I'm gonna rip off like the excess right there. And then I'm going to come in with my X-Acto knife and just go down that seam. So just like right here, come like this, push the tape down, and then just trim it off. So there you go. So you got that gap filled right there. And now I'm just going to start painting and glittering it just like I would any other tumbler. Okay, so I'm just gonna go like this. And let me get a cup chuck really fast because I don't have one over here. They're right behind me. I'll be right back. So there we go. So we've got it all attached and ready to go. So now I'm going to move into the painting and glittering process. So let's do this. Windy. So I'm just mixing the different paints together to get the pink that I want for this. Wendy, you're gonna make me laugh. I can't say what you sent live. Mix this up and see what it looks like, and then I'll add a little bit more white to it. All right. Oops. Of course you are. I'm so glad that you're cracking up. I know, Rita, because we're not selling the chalk paints anymore. I need to go get some. I'll probably go do that tomorrow. Okay, so I'm using just one of my janky paintbrushes. And actually, it doesn't need any more white. What do you guys think? Isn't that a pretty pink? Let me get, let's use this one. Oh, never mind. It's right there. I know I have Tumbler stands. There we go. I won't. So I'm going to come in like this and just paint the tumbler. So I'm painting the bottom and like the bottom piece on there with the cup, and I'll pull it apart in just a second. And I'm going to get right up to the bottom. So see how I'm just like getting right up there. Wendy, what's funny is that he probably has my Facebook pulled up right now and can see the message. So I can't do anything about it. So I'm just going to kind of come in like this. I knew you did. So that actually covered really well with one coat. So I don't think I'm going to need to, especially because the glitters that we're going to be using are going to be metallics for the most part. So we're going to get the coverage really that we want. Okay. So Wendy, I don't think it looks like that anymore. I'm just going to dry this really quickly. course I do. Wendy. So I'm just gonna kind of wipe off some of the globby lobs on that because that's not gonna be shown, so I'm not too worried about it. But I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit, and we're gonna mix up some resin because I'm gonna do an ombre, and with that I like to use fast set epoxy, so I'm gonna mix that up while that's kind of drying a little bit more. So I've got it right behind me, so we can get started. So the two colors we are going to use, I specifically mixed for this cup. And actually I did it when Miss Robin was here, and I don't think she even knew I was doing it. But they're why I wanted them specifically for this tumbler. So the colors we're going to be using are Plum Ginger, Gin Sour, and Malibu Girly. So those are the two colors we're going to be doing. So let me grab my resin really quickly. So I'm going to set that there. So this is a fast set epoxy. It works well for the purple. It's purple. I haven't showed these yet. It is a metallic purple, I promise. Okay, so I'm gonna do, let's do about 10 milliliters just so I know I've got enough for this. So I'm gonna start with part A. This has been warming up behind me. Too much. Oh, I didn't. Okay, so there's 5, and then let's do another 5. gonna let this sit just for a second while I get the cup warmed up and get the paint dry the rest of the way because it's still pretty wet. Wendy, you're just... Yes, Cindy, they are. They sure are. Thank you. Robin, you missed a lot. I'm surprised you let it go on that long, Nick. I know. I'm like, come on. Whitney. All right. So what's nice about drying the paint like that is because it's also warming up the cup at the same time. Okay, so that's good because it helps the, I know, Sam, it's a curse and a blessing all at the same time. But what we're doing then, I know I was too one day. I was like, come on, like I'm just tired of like seeing it. So we're warming up the cup. Yes, Cindy. The ones I went through early, yes, those are all the July glitter flight. Yep. Okay, so now this cup's warmed up. We should be good. So I'm going to show you guys how to apply the epoxy with the hole here and then also down here. So you're going to want to make sure to avoid this bottom rim so that way the bottom can still screw on when you go down to it, okay? So I'm going to just take the resin that we mixed up and just, that's probably all I need for the whole cup, okay? So I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to smooth it out over the whole tumbler. Okay, so I'm just going down here. Again, not going over this bottom lip. Oh my gosh, Nick. So I'm going right up against the bottom of the tumbler. So you can still see the bottom of the tumbler. So I'm going up right there. But I'm not going within that opening because that's where the wire comes out and you don't want to get resin in that, okay? So I'm just going to come around, do it just the same way. I do go underneath the tab just so you don't have like a blank spot where there's no glitter and your customers are like, what the heck is this? So I'm going to go like this. And you typically don't want to get resin on this tab. I'm going to wipe it off in just a second. But if you do, you can come in with an X-Acto knife and it pops off real fast, okay? So I'm just going to come in and just do a nice even coat on this bad boy. And I'm just taking my time. I'm going a little bit slower than normal because I just want to make sure that I'm getting resin only where I want it. And that I'm getting enough coverage so that I can get a pretty ombre. Or should I say beautimous ombre. Hello! Thanks for joining us. So I'm just kind of going over this a little bit more. Okay. So now I'm just going to take my paper towel and just turn the cup just to make sure that I'm not getting any resin within that inner lip. So just like this. Robin already has this tumbler, just in a different version. All right, so I'm going to take my glove off of this hand because I don't need it there anymore. And I'm just going to set the epoxy to the side. Okay, so the first glitter I'm going to start with is the Plum Ginger Gin Sour. This color, if you haven't seen it, is really, really pretty. Again, I mixed it when Robin was here. So you can just see it's just got a bunch of... Tammy, you can have it. You can absolutely have it. So Tammy claimed it, Wendy. So I'm just going to loosen it up a little bit. But these are different colors, okay? So it's different colors. And actually, I'm going to get a medicine cup because I want to be a little bit more precise with this. So I'm going to come in like this, and I'm just going to put it in the medicine cup. It just gives me a little bit more control when I'm trying to get it in a very specific spot. I did that with the ocean tumbler that we did a couple weeks ago, and it helps. So I'm going to put it in there, and I'm just going to kind of come in like this, holding it down at an angle, and I'm going to focus on that bottom rim first. So again, just kind of getting the placement. Tammy, you have a different cup of mine, don't you? I can't remember which one you bought. Okay, so now I'm going to hold it down at a 45-degree angle, and I'm just going to kind of hold my medicine cup up a little bit higher and start to blend that glitter upwards. Okay. All right, so I was kind of going up just slightly. Okay, so we're starting to get our blend upwards. All right, so now we're going to come in at the top rim. So again, focus like this. And then hold it down a little bit. Down, kind of keeping the spread even on the top and bottom. So there's going to be a lot going on with this tumbler. So I want to get the ombre nice, but it's not the main focal point. It's just kind of some visual interest, if that makes sense. So again, just kind of coming in like this. Well, I knew that. Oh, thank you, Allie. I appreciate it. Okay, so we got our plum started. So you can see down, I'm going to kind of come up a little bit. Higher here. But we're going to blend it in. Thank you. So we're just going to kind of blend it into that middle section. Okay. Mackenzie, I just kind of fell into it, honestly. It was, I had followed, I had been making them for years. I just saw people post them, and then I watched a bunch of YouTube channels. Finally started my own YouTube channel, and then Nick bought a 3D printer one year for, it was like Black Friday. He bought it, and it sat for like 2 years. And I said, you're either going to do something with it or we're going to sell it. And so here we are. There's another one. Oh. All right. So this one is Malibu Girly Cocktail. This one's a really, really pretty pink. It's got a lot of depth. So I'm just going to kind of go in, start in the middle. And this one I'm not as worried about with the medicine cup because we've already got that purple down there. So I'm just going to kind of let her rip, tater chip. All right, so I'm just going to start blending that down. Thank you. Yeah, I really liked these, and the glitter company that I had used to make the original Tumbler went out of business. So I had to mix my own glitters that I thought would be, I don't want to copy. I don't want to copy by any means. But I wanted to give it something that would tie into what I had made before. So that's where these came from. But also this one's like my favorite. It's funny because when I mix this color, Robin's like, this is your signature color. She goes, I can already tell this is going to be your signature rose gold pink. Because it's got a lot of, not a lot, but it's got iridescent in it. So it's got a lot of sparkle to it with the metallics. So you get, so there we go. I mean, look at the bling on that thing. Isn't it crazy? It's just, yes, it's the same colors as my tools. So these two, I like, when I mixed them, I knew, I was like, these are going to be some go-tos in my craft room just because I love them so much. So Cindy, those two are on the website. I know those two are up there, so you can buy those individually. But those were not last month, but the month before in the glitter flights. So, all right, so I'm just going to come back in and just kind of blend them out just a little bit more. So now you can see the difference in the blend between those two. You can't see a difference. So now I'm going to do the same thing down here. Like they just seamlessly flow into each other. I saw like a creator the other day, which I understand, like everybody's got to create content, but she did an ombre and it was like all jagged and you could see the edges. I was like, why are you teaching people to do it like that? But there we go. Yep, Wendy, I know you got both those colors. But yeah, so there we go. I'm just going to dump that back in there. And I think like the one I did before, it just was a little bit more muted than this one. Wouldn't you agree, Robin, or would you say it's pretty similar? I need a different paper towel. So I'm just going to come back in again and just wipe out and wipe off this. You do? Yeah, it's right back. Actually, it should be dry. I can show it to you guys. I just got it under epoxy today. So it turned out, it's coming together really nicely. So I'm just going to. Rita, you can absolutely do this. Yeah, Sam, I know it's like, but I think the trick is don't be afraid to go back for a second coat. Like if it doesn't turn out right the first time, don't be afraid to seal it and then go in with a second coat. This one's not going to need it, but, and then I'm just going to come like this. So you stick your knife and go right down the side there, right down the side there. So, you guys said you want some entertainment. So I gotta tell you what Nick did yesterday, and he got caught red-handed. So there you go. So it's all ready to go. So I'm gonna set this to the side. Ooh. Oh. We got our shaker in our term, so it's all good to go. Yes, you did. So I don't know. I think a lot of you guys know this, but I don't know if all of you do. So I have celiac disease. So it's so actually you're not the first person to tell me that, because people say my voice is relaxing. Not to my husband. But he finds my voice stressful. But a lot of people have said that I've got a relaxing voice. I don't know how, but okay, put that there. It does not cause you trauma. Hi, Danny. Did I say stressful voice? A relaxing voice. Sorry if I said the wrong word. I probably did say stressful voice. So, Wendy's like, this has been the best live ever. So I found my glue dots. I know I said last time I couldn't find my glue dots, but I found them. Hi, Mackenzie. Robin hid them from me when she was here. At least that's what I'm going with. Okay, so I'm just going to take the glue dots and put them on the tree. If they want to come off. Oh yeah, so I'm in St. Louis. So 7 p.m. my time. I haven't been live in a couple weeks. Just been busy with the kids. But that stuff should be over soon. Okay, so there's that one. And then let me just do one right at the top. That should be enough. Viola? Or it's Viola. Alright, so we got our glue dots. I'm just going to fold them in so they're not sticking out. And then I'm just going to stick it to the saddle. So see? It's not moving. And of course I put this one like way up too tight, or too tall. Let's put that right there. Okay, so we are good to go. So we're just going to glitter the tree tonight. I'm not going to put the lights in it because I want to make sure that that's dry before I do it, but I can show you guys how to, I'll walk you through the steps on how to put the lights in it. All right, so I've got to decide, I know I'm going to do the tree gold. Oh, Danny, yeah, you are pretty close. So I would say I'm about probably 30 minutes from downtown. 30 minutes west, so further from you and from downtown. But no, not very far at all. You should have come to our craft convention. We had a convention where I taught a bunch of stuff. So I have to clean all of my, hi Megan, on my palettes because Paige used them and they're disgusting. Oops. Okay. So I was gonna put it in here. So I'm trying to decide which gold I want to use on the tree. I think Tequila Honeybee is nice, but it might be a little too gold. But I could also do just a gold paint and then do white linen over the top of it, and that would be really neutral, which I like. But we will see. Let me take a look at this back here. I'm going to use Sparkling Sage. That's what I'm going to go with. So I'm not going to go with a glitter that has a lot going on in it for the tree because we add rhinestones over the top of the whole thing. And so it's just, you want the rhinestones to pop. They're almost like little ornaments. And you want that more than you want a really like busy glitter, if that makes sense. You could absolutely do one if you wanted to, but I am not. All right. Oh, that's covered in epoxy. There we go. So you can use any gold paint. You can spray paint our Tumbler charms. You don't have to just use the paint that I've been using tonight, but use whatever you have and whatever you're comfortable with. Because I know some people, like, it's either too hot to spray paint right now or whatever. So use whatever you have. So I'm just gonna paint this. Again, it's another janky paintbrush. It's a little bit smaller one this time. And I'm gonna just come in and paint the charm. Now the glitter we're using is a full metallic, so I don't really have to get a base down. I just like to, just in case there's anywhere where the glitter's a cover, and that way I don't see the gray charm behind it, okay? don't or not. Hi, Marissa. How are you? Is there a bug? I just saw a bug run across my desk on the video, but I didn't see it. Did you guys see that? Like a spider. Did you guys see the spider, or am I crazy? Now I'm like freaked out that there's something on my table. I'm like super weirded out. Did anybody see that? Because I'm in my basement and it's like prime bug season. Nick, you might have to. Ugh, where did it go? We're gonna have to get the basement sprayed. Where'd it go? I'm like so weirded out right now. Oh well, let's keep going. Nick, can you come look for it? Because I'm like really freaking out now. It was like a big spider and it went like that way. He said it went up towards the top up here.
Towards the top? What was it?
It was like a big black thing. I don't know, but like over here. It was over here.
I don't see anything over here.
If it jumps out, I'm gonna scream. But like it ran like right through here and then up towards this way.
I don't see anything.
I'm like,
I didn't see.
no, it was on the screen. Like a couple of the ladies saw it. I'm not lying. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. What?
I'm like, I don't want to move. Like, what if it's in my lap? Maybe it was a virtual bug. Like,
Maybe.
no, it was like the only reason why I saw it was because it was like on. I saw it run across my paper on the video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're spraying. Like, we're getting the house sprayed. My comments are frozen on my
Really?
phone,
That's not good.
so I can only see them up there. Ah! You bitch! I hate you! um, like now my eyes are burning because I'm crying because he reached like something under the table and it like rubbed my leg and it was just. It was like, oh my god! I'm sorry if I scared you guys because I was.
You said bad word.
You are a bitch. I don't care.
You're all serious.
Oh.
That's payback for all the times you've done that crap to me.
I don't care. You deserved it.
Yeah. Every time I go live to help you out, you scare the crap out of me. Payback.
I don't even know what I did with my paintbrush now.
I can't breathe.
I'm sorry.
My stomach hurts. Yeah, I don't know what happened to your bug, but I found a ruler. It's on your face.
Like my mascara is
there's a
like
glitter.
on my nose.
There's a glitter speckle right there.
I got glitter in my eyes, so like they're watering. Does anybody want a husband? Mine's for sale. Yeah, there goes that bug. But there was a bug, I swear. Ugh. All right. Well, I'm sorry if I scared you guys. I was scared myself. Life with Nicholas.
Oh gosh.
He's like still. I know you're not sorry, but just wait. Just wait. You know, you were just talking about Wendy and the shenanigans, and then you pull that stuff. One of the printers is done. So this is just Mod Podge. If you guys are commenting, if I don't see it right away, I can't see it because they're not updating on my phone, so I apologize. So I just mixed in some Mod Podge into the gold paint, and I'm just going to paint the sections of the tree now and just get the gold glitter on it. This is war. Yeah, see? And he's probably going to download this video now and post it on TikTok and everywhere because he wants to be infamous. So I'm just going to start on the bottom. And I'm going to try and stay away from the holes because we will be putting lights through them. But so that way I don't want to get glitter in the holes if possible. You know what? You deserve everything. And now they see it. You know, I think they used to feel bad for you because they thought that I just picked on you with no... Yes. Yeah. Nick's calendar is going to come out now. Hello. Well, you know, this is just a great way for me to come back live. Been dull for a couple weeks. We are making a light up Christmas tree for a Tumbler. So I'm just glittering the Christmas tree now. Well, I'm sorry if I scared you guys, but I literally thought my life was ending. It was just not cool, sir. Not cool. But look at how pretty that gold is on that Christmas tree. It's going to be blinging against that cup we just did. Yeah. I know I'm missing comments, guys. I'm sorry, because my phone stopped updating for some reason. I know that Spicy Ricken has our address and can show up at any time. You are just cruising, Nicholas. Yeah, see, Robin, he's just beyond helping now. poor like paramedic who said I helped them go to sleep at night just got the scare of their life. Could you imagine? You're just trying to listen to like a crafting channel live video, just trying to go to sleep, not really paying attention. I don't know what that last comment said. Man, I'm missing like all of them. Yeah. Oop, I missed a spot. There it is. I just can't even imagine this. Or like if you're just like scrolling, and you know, sometimes like lives just like randomly pick up, like show up, and you're just watching, and you just happen to do it right as I scream my butt off. That would probably do it. Oh, I missed a spot again. This is the one thing about this tree is it's hard to get every single spot. Well, it probably wouldn't be if you weren't petrified of a spider jumping in your lap and your husband jumping out and scaring the crap out of you. Good, Rita. I'm glad. All right, so there is our Christmas tree all done. So I'm gonna let that dry, and then I will go in with a coat of UV resin once that's dry, and then I will, actually I might wait to do that with you guys live so you guys can see me do it, and then we can put the lights in together as well. So, well, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I hope I didn't scare you too bad. I'm still worried that there's a bug somewhere on my table, and I'm kind of... Oh, so the tree is going to get adhered to this one. So it's going to go... Looks streaky in some spots, but it's not. You see that? Right there. Oh, I keep on thinking there's a bug on me. It might just be the lighting down here. Yes, I did, Nicholas. I showed off the glitter bundle already. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen, the July glitter flight is up on the website. It's pretty awesome. If you do ask me. So go grab that before it's gone, because I only have a couple more of those left. And then Nick and I may or may not have an announcement in the next couple weeks. So just stay tuned for that. Okay? That's all I'm going to tell you. All right. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Please feel free to reach out if you need anything. And I hope your week is better than mine. Because Nicholas is Nicholas. So, all right. Bye, guys.